Hey everyone, it's Dot, and today we're making a very simple dish. It's something my husband always requests, and he calls it my burger bowl. Ground beef mixed with a whole bunch of stuff and served on something other than a bun. So let me show you what that means. I just have some ground beef here. I'm using 80/20 and some pesto because I made a ton of pesto this weekend. So I'm going to start using some of it in dishes that I'm making this week, and that includes a burger bowl. So this is a pesto burger that I'm making, and all I'm doing is taking that and I'm going to mix it up with the ground beef. And this is actually a dish that can be perfect for St. Patrick's Day because, as you can see, the burger starts turning green. And I don't want to overmix, but I definitely want to make sure that the pesto gets spread out in the beef. Normally I don't grease cast iron skillets, but this one needs to be seasoned a little bit more. So I did add just a little bit of butter. And what I'm doing is I'm going to sear my meat first. You can hear the sizzle, which is what I want. And I'm going to sear it on both sides just for a couple of minutes before it goes into my oven. Yes, I'm going to bake my burgers. This is the base of my burger bowl, a salad, all intents and purposes. I just use a lot of greens that I have left over in my fridge, and tonight I'm using romaine and spinach. But if you want to use kale, if you want to use mixed greens, chard, whatever you want, what floats your boat, go ahead and use that. So I'm going to set this aside, and the first thing I want to make is use my pesto and make a vinaigrette out of it. All I'm going to add is about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and you want to make sure, to me, whenever you're using dressing and you use extra virgin olive oil, this is where I think it's okay to spend some money on, because you should be only using it for dressings, putting it over salads, something that you eat, so something you mix it into. Next, I'm adding in for my acid, lemon juice. And all I'm going to do is just start mixing everything together. I'm not adding salt or pepper to this because the pesto already has more than enough in there, and it'll be basically the flavor to drive all of this. The other thing I'm adding is some fresh basil. What you're going to do is stack your basil on top of each other. I'm only using 5 leaves. And you just want to roll them up tightly. And all I'm going to do is just chiffon these, which is thin ribbons. Oh, my husband's trying to speak French. He said it's called chiffonade. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't speak it. And then all I'm going to do is just make one more pass this way, just so I don't have long strands. And there you go. I got thin ribbons, and I'm just going to add that to my salad. Want to add a little bit of color? So I've got a plum tomato. I'm just going to cut a few pieces up for myself. Now toss your salad in the vinaigrette. Burgers are done, and I should say I cooked them at 375 for about 18 minutes total, including the searing time on the stove. Time to dig in. I love this burger. I love the pesto in it. It gives it such great flavor. You know, I put the fresh mozzarella on it. It doesn't really even need it, but hey, I just love pesto in burgers for some reason. I don't know why. And the dressing is also wonderful because the pesto gives it a really nice taste inside the burger, but when you combine it with the salad, and it's really that kick of lemon you get out of it, just puts it into orbit. So definitely give this a try. It's a real simple thing. And again, you can play with the ingredients too. I'll link to my pesto video below, but you can just use store-bought pesto if you want to. Just make sure you read the ingredients and make sure they're healthy. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and definitely share with your friends. And until next time, I'll see you.